Hello everyone. Late night stream. Late night, yes. Quite late for me. But I'm just testing some stuff. Trying out a new setup, as you can see. How's that? Hey, Cody, thank you. I appreciate it. That's a little better. Now we're getting somewhere. That should be a little better as far as background noise. Yeah, this is looking cool. I think this will do nicely. Salvatico, thank you so much. Appreciate it, bud. Hello from Oregon. Hello. Hello, fellow West Coaster. Are you a night owl like I am? J Boog, how's it going, buddy? How's it going, man? Kind of an unusual late night stream for me as I just set up some of the technical stuff, really. Kind of a different setup. Quite tired, can you tell? But I'm going to be hopping back and forth between Comfy and OBS, my streaming software, as I really hone in the details just for future streams. Just to improve the experience for all of you. Where am I from? I am from California. Hello from Wisconsin. Hey, how's it going out in Wisconsin? Okay, let's see what we should do with this. So this is where I was... This is what I was working on earlier tonight. Kind of into this idea of using like a forest green background with some weird grisly creatures in the foreground. Eyeballs always, and of course, with a bit of rot sprinkled in for good measure. So let's keep playing with it, shall we? Let's bring the resolution way down to like 320, 1:1, just so we can jam out some quick generations. Yo, again, did you sleep? No, I didn't sleep yet. I probably should be. And I probably will soon. Love your videos, bros. Send love from the UK. Hey! UK, very far. Across the pond. How's it going? Hello to Indonesia. Hello from Indonesia. Nice to meet you. Lots of love from India. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I love you. If you have any questions, by the way, about Comfy UI, AI art in general, I will do my very best to answer you. To the degree that I can in my sleepy state, I will try and help. But in the meantime, and in the background, I will be working on some monstrosities. Per the usual. So let's get a film interpolation node up in here. So we can bump it up to 60 frames, should we so choose. Get image, mask and range. Alrighty. Gonna want to do batch image. Yeah, okay. Okie dokie. Cool. Blender, no. No, my friend, this is Comfy UI. Comfy UI. How many artwork do I make in a day? More than I can count, but I just churn these out like it's no one's business. Looks like we already have an extra film FIOVI cluster over here, which we do not want. Let's nix that. Do it again. In a few short moments here, hopefully, we'll see a nice, smooth 60 frame per second version of our eyeball friend. Optimus Prime. Now there's a good idea. I like that. Hyperproductive. I'll take that. I think that's fairly accurate. Probably to a detriment, I would say, but at least I'm enjoying the work and at least I'm producing. I guess you could say. Ooh. Ooh. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, these are all very good ideas. Just last week I did a Deadpool Wolverine animation, which is not my usual fare. I usually do more like original weird stuff, but because and in celebration of Deadpool, I wanted to throw my hat into the ring. Demonic Olympic. I should play off of those two concepts. I'm getting B-Sod upon prompt Q. Could that be caused by missing nodes? Ooh, like blue screen of death just through Comfy, eh? Or being caused, you think, by Comfy? That sounds like a more systemic issue right there. That's not very common in my experience. Maybe you have a memory leak or like some hardware that's overheating. I don't know, man. B-Sod could be like all kinds of different things. If it were one of these like red error messages that pop up internally inside of Comfy, that's one thing, but if it's taking over your whole computer and crashing it in that way, that's maybe a little outside my expertise. I personally haven't had a B-Sod from Comfy, thank God. Those are trippy, bro. Thank you. Yes, the trippier the better, as I always say. Your video very OMS. Thank you. Could be hardware overheating. That is definitely where my mind is at when I hear B-Sod and Comfy. I mean, Comfy, I don't know if there are any like restraints placed on it as far as like it passes a certain threshold and shuts off or something. There probably is, but I have noticed personally in my experience, like if I'm trying to push it too hard, my computer will freeze up or start chugging along. But that's only really when I'm pushing it past its limitations. On the one hand, I'm happy that it kind of lets you go that extra distance with it, but on the other, it can be a little dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. I love your videos, bro. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that they are resonating. Hello from France. Hi. So let's get focused here. I'm going to play with this in a moment. First, I'm going to copy these, save them down here. And then we're going to take you. Actually, I want to play with you. Let's play with you. And we're going to do 4 of you. Because why not? We will do 0.8 on the weight for our control net, because I want this to bleed through quite nicely into the final result. Let's give that a shot. Let's have some fun. Some fun. Kindly teach. Yes, I am doing what I can to teach and convey some little nuggets of wisdom to you all. Just in little short spurts, you know. Catch me on a live here and there, and I'm going to share some little tidbits. But I will say that it is my intention to release a course of some kind in the coming weeks or months. Hopefully weeks. that goes much into depth, much into more detail about what I do right here. Kind of getting you started with the install, setting up all the nodes, what the nodes do. Generally speaking, there's so many nodes I couldn't possibly cover the whole gamut, but I can kind of go over some of the basics like inputs and outputs, the interrelationships between nodes and why one depends on the other. And then finally, how to make some of these morphing videos that I've been doing just to close off the course. I think it's going to be a pretty comprehensive thing to offer people, and I really hope it helps a lot of folks. So this is cool. I like that. I really like this too. This is so cool to look at. I need sponsors, bro. I want music. Sponsors. Yes, I would like sponsors too. Ooh, this is cool. Yeah, so, hi dear. Hello, how are you? So as you can probably hear in my voice, I'm quite tired tonight, so I should not be on for too long. But long enough just to play around a bit. Mainly on here because I'm setting up OBS to work with Instagram. Previously I just used it for recording and stuff, and was streaming through a site called restream.io, but I decided I wanted to tap into the power of OBS, and I'm glad that I did because I have a lot more control over the presentation, which I personally think looks a lot nicer now than it was before. So cool. Cool stuff. Are we also streaming on Twitch? We should be. Let me confirm this. Yes, we are. Very cool. And YouTube as well. Are we on YouTube? We are on YouTube. Very cool. Yeah, Restream is dope. I really like it. It's a little pricey for my taste, but I'm giving it a try for now, and we'll see where it goes. Hey, Sarah, how's it going? DPK Ronnie, your stuff is amazing. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad that it resonates with you. Let's do... okay, so we have our friend here. We're just gonna move him down by his siblings. And we're gonna go for this beautiful face right here. Chock full of decay. Decaying goodness. And I want to do 4 more variations. I think I'll just morph. I'll just do 4 of her. Typically I'll do 4 separate distinct images. This time I'm just going to do the same image 4 times. Bro, I love your stuff. Thank you so much. That is very appreciated. I appreciate the interest. RF says, I do want to learn. Yes, and I would highly encourage you to. Like I said, I should be releasing a course in the coming weeks. However, in the meantime, I am always a fan of driving traffic over to one of my favorite educators and one who was pivotal in getting me started a few months ago. And his name is Purz, P-U-R-Z, over on YouTube, at Purz Beats. And he's got this fabulous beginner's course, episode number 58, if you can find it. Number 58 is, well, as it says, a beginner's course, beginner's first steps, and it walks you through the installation, the setup of Comfy. Very comprehensive, easy to follow. Would highly recommend giving that a chance if you want to get started. Or if you'd like to wait a few weeks, you can wait for my course. Am I crazy? Somewhat think so. Absolutely. Bro, amazing work. Love from India. Love to you right back. I appreciate that, brother. Which workflow were we just on? Where were we? I didn't close it, did I? No, I didn't close it. Okay, so it looks like it's completed. Pretty cool. Although I'm going to lower the weight of this control net quite a bit so that we get more of the facial features coming through. Dolly Salvador, I like your name by the way, asks, where do you generate reference images? I bounce between Midjourney and Stable Diffusion. I actually have a workflow open and comfy right over in this tab here for generating some images kind of on the fly. But I will also lean on Midjourney from time to time because I just really like the artistic quality of what it's capable of. I mean, just look at this. Like, this is very, very cool, you know? So Midjourney's no sloucher. The type name of channel, please, made of this. Oh, sure. 1 second. Let me type that in chat for you. Can I do that here on OBS? I think I can. Let's see. What if I send test? Does test appear anywhere? No, it does not. Okay, 1 moment. Let me, I'll put that on screen for you for just a few seconds here. So as you can see, this is how you spell it. Is Midjourney a website? Yes, it is an online tool that you subscribe to. However, it is mainly interfaced with through Discord. You interact with it mainly on Discord. You can use their website now to generate images, but primarily Discord is where you will be accessing it once you're subscribed. And hopefully you can see that. Hopefully it's been on screen for long enough. Cool. You are beautiful, bro. Hey, thank you so much. Very, very kind of you to say this. Let's see where we're at with our generation. Ah, yes. And as you can see, because I've lowered the control net here, we're seeing more of the image shining through, the actual facial details themselves. And it's quite interesting. Quite interesting. Pretty gnarly. From Turkey, hello. I've never been to Turkey. I've always wanted to visit though. The food looks amazing. I'm handsome? Well, thank you. Thank you so much for saying that. That means a lot. Yes, I am from California, west coast of the US&A. What else should we do with this? I think we should do variations of the decay. So face to hand. Let's just alternate between face and hand. I think that'll be quite swell, don't you? Without further delay, let's get that going. Actually, let me adjust the prompt. We want to guide it a bit more. How are you doing, bro? I'm doing great. How are you doing? Please, one sexual video. I would love to do a sexual video. However, I would like to not upset the Instagram overlords too much right now. I don't want my account to be compromised, but I will say that this is more than capable of taking all of your NSFW requests due to the fact that it's open source, fully unrestricted. But, you know, for the stream though, I think the decaying elements are already kind of pushing the envelope as far as what Instagram would want, but I think I'll just play a little bit safe on the whole sexual side of things. When am I sending tickets, bro? Tickets to where exactly? My gallery, my show? I don't have any tickets to give. Greetings from Puerto Rico. You are, oh, I appreciate it, bud. Thank you. And greetings to Puerto Rico. Interesting place. I've never been. Have we finished with our, no, I don't think we even, did it go yet? No, now it is. Oh, that's right. I was going to prompt it. Getting distracted. Let's do this. describe. Pop that into there. Alrighty. Just to give it some further guidance, again, the text prompt is not essential because we are prompting our AI with images, which is typically more than enough guidance for it to do what it does. But I'm going to nudge it just a little more in the right direction by text prompting it as well. I find in some cases it can help the situation. David says, your art is great. Thank you so much. Hey bro, I'm now work. Thanks, that's done. Too overwhelming for my brain. I hear you. And for the longest time it was for me too. Until I just decided, F it, I want to give it a shot. I want to see what it's capable of. I had already seen what it's capable of, which is why I dove in and wanted to learn about it. But I will admit, it is a rather steep learning curve. This is, well, it's open source, and with that comes full control over your generations. Sorry, just joined. What software are we using? We are using a program called Comfy UI. Comfy UI. And it's an open source, I guess you could say node-based application that's primarily used for stable diffusion AI images, but has in recent times been a great tool for making animations as well, with a little thing called Animate Diff, which is a model that expands upon stable diffusion and brings animation into the scene. And it's a lot of fun. Ooh, this is weird. Let me try and delete the prompt, actually. I'm not seeing much of the hand come through, and I would like to, so let's see what happens. Where am I from? I am from California. Which website do I use? This is no website. This is called Comfy UI, and it's a program that you download and install to your computer. Yes, indeed. Just scrolling up through the comments. Give me a second. What part of California? Oh, Southern California. Advice for prompts for tattoo designs. That, I think, more depends on what your actual style is. I don't... Well, I mean, you probably want to prompt it with something to the effect of, like, stencil drawing or... Well, I don't know about stencil. Whatever vernacular or words that you tend to use in the tattoo arena. I personally don't have a tattoo, so I'm not, like, well-versed with any of that. But at the very least, something that describes the tattoo you're going for. If it's in black and white, if it's in color, you want to include those attributes and those keywords in your prompt. Okay. Tell us more about the course that I'm making. Yeah, so I'm planning a course that I would say is not going to go too deep into the fundamentals of Comfy, although it will cover some. It's going to assume a little prerequisite knowledge of the software. I'd say it's probably going to be an intermediate level course. Again, I will make it somewhat beginner friendly. I will walk you through the installation, kind of the interrelationships between nodes, what the inputs and outputs are for, to a degree. Again, Comfy is a huge program. There's like hundreds, if not thousands, of nodes at this point. But the main purpose of the course will be to get you to a level where you can start making stuff like you see here. The 4-way image morph in particular, I plan to be building from scratch in like 1 or 2 of the chapters. Probably 1 chapter of the course will focus on building this out and kind of explaining it as we go, and hopefully getting you close to a point, if not to the point where I am now with what I'm making here. So Do keep an eye out for that in the coming weeks. Might even take a month or two. Again, I don't know. This is my first course, you guys, so it's a learning curve for me, and I'm learning as I go, but hopefully I'll put out something that you find very valuable. I, at the very least, have good hardware now to record it with. I have a good microphone, good camera, so we'll see how it goes. What LoRa load models are you using? Is it SDXL? For this particular workflow, I'm not really using any LoRa's for styling other than this one right here, which I believe is mainly just for structure, or what, V3 SD15. I'm trying to recall what the purpose of this LoRa is in this workflow, because I'm adapting this workflow from another user on Civitai by the name of IPIV. And when he created it, he loaded it with a LoRa right here that seems to be essential to the morphing or something. But the point is, this is not for like styling. I think it's more so for structure. And to answer the next part of your question, this isn't XL. This is Stable Diffusion 1.5. Stable Diffusion XL, as far as animation, is kind of not as, how you say, reliable. I don't even know if reliable is the word. It's not as common, let's say, as Stable Diffusion 1.5 animation. So for the most part, I kind of just stick with 1.5. What are you from, bro? Where are you from, bro? I'm from California. And I'm also getting quite tired, because if you're on the West Coast, you would understand that it is now midnight. It is now 12:02, and I'm reaching my end here. This is really cool though, isn't it? I like this. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't like the... It's got some jarring movements that I'm not a humongous fan of. So I'm going to change it to 0.4, increment the seed, give it a new seed to play with. And let's see how that goes, shall we? Keep on making these, please. Love them. Greetings from Netherlands. Yes, I fully intend to keep making these. I'm so glad that you're getting value out of it. What GPU? I am using an NVIDIA 4090, which is not required, but it is nice. It's great for rendering speeds and all that, but definitely not a requirement as far as getting into this stuff. I would recommend an NVIDIA 30 series if you can afford it. But really, you just want to get to at least around 8 gigs of VRAM to start doing anything meaningful inside of Comfy UI. So, yeah. Yeah. 9 a.m. in Poland. Nice. Well, good morning to you. Ooh. Oh, this is weird. Oh, wow. That's so crazy. It's so cool looking. Eddie, interesting. I still really like this one. This is still like really satisfying to look at. Vivian Shu, thank you so much, man. Much appreciated. Good morning, sir. Hey, good morning to you as well. Although for me, it's currently the middle of the night. Oh, it sounds like it's noontime in India right now. Let's keep playing a little bit before I retire for the night. How long have we been going for? Let's find out. Looks like we're coming up on half an hour. Let's play with this eyeball, shall we? In fact, let's make more like it. Let's describe the eyeball. And there are nodes in Comfy, by the way, that will describe images and produce prompts from it. I think it's called like Dream something. I don't currently have it active. But I'm just going to use Midjourney's describe feature to grab a quick prompt here of our cosmic eyeball friend. This one right here, see? We're going to make a few more that are just like this, and we're going to animate between all of them. Master of Digital Metamorphosis. I fully accept that label. I think that's a beautiful series of words right there. Is that Comfy UI? Yes, this is absolutely Comfy UI. Well, you're currently looking at Midjourney via Discord, But yes, primarily I am inside of Comfy. Right on over here. Let's see what that gets us. Here we have a basic text-to-image workflow using a model I really like called Mobius. Very, very capable model that specializes in prompt adherence and following your prompt quite closely. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's let Discord take its take a stab at these prompts, see what it gets. Can I please sing a song? Maybe in a future stream, not today. Do like to sing though. Okay, so I'm just gonna, you know what? While we're even just waiting for these images, let's start at least by animating this one 4 times in a row, because it's bound to make something fun regardless. It's just a beautiful image, so that's going. Oh. Okay, okay. I do like a lot of these. Let's go with these. These are kind of nice. Gonna bring these into Comfy. And then this one as well. Okay. And this workflow's getting messy, isn't it? Do I have any other platforms? Where can I see your art? Yeah, so Instagram is definitely where I'm the most active, but I'm also on TikTok by the username @AIIscursed. And that's actually the same username on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/AIIscursed. Right here. You can find me by the same name on TikTok and Threads. I'm also quite active on Threads. You'll see a lot of the same content though as you see on my Instagram. Everything I post online basically starts on Instagram, and I kind of just spread the scraps of whatever's left over to other platforms, if you want to look at it that way. But Instagram by far is where you can see the biggest amount of stuff. This is cool. Hello from India. Hey, how's it going? Okay, let's animate these eyes, and then I'm probably going to wrap it up pretty soon, because I am quite tired. Those here. Okay, plug them into the IP adapter so that they can be parsed. And let's try it as is. Rick, yes, that's awesome, by the way, about your little business. I'm actually working on a course, my first one, and I hope to release it in the coming weeks. It's going to be a little ambitious. I don't know quite the scope of it yet, but I'm planning to keep it rather focused, at least on the workflow that you see here. I plan on helping people build this out sort of from scratch. I also will go into some of the fundamentals of Comfy UI. It's not going to be that comprehensive, though. It's not going to be like a full beginner's front-to-back course. At least not this time around. I intend more for this to just focus on these guys, these weird morphing videos, which I think right now are quite popular on social media. So that's where I'm going to position it. Can we make it if we try? How hard is it? You mean make videos like this? It's not terribly hard once you get the hang of it. It's just the getting the hang of it part that can be a little tough for some at first. But that will be kind of why I'm making the courses, to help people at least get the software installed, get the nodes set up, the models installed, and so that they're at least in a fair enough position where they can start making this. Look how cool this is, you guys. It's kind of like a watercolor eyeball space dive thing. It's just very, very, very nice to look at. Ooh, and from far away, it's even more interesting. Nice. Yeah, right on. I hope that it can help you replicate some of these results for your own benefit. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm excited to release it. It should be a lot of fun. Can I make something relaxing? Well, gosh, I think this is pretty relaxing. But sure, I can make something a little maybe more nature-oriented or something like that. Let's do like a tropical rainforest. Because what's more relaxing than a tropical rainforest? Do you need multiple slightly different images for it to work? Great question, and the answer is no. You do not need separate images. It can just be one image. As a matter of fact, it doesn't need to have all 4 of these inputs. You can really just operate based on one image input. I just happen to be using this for its morphing capabilities. But you can animate upon just a single image based on your workflow. That's the beauty of Comfy, is that it's so adaptable and flexible and can just be broken apart, put back together so many different ways that, I mean, you don't even need an image to animate, frankly. You could just type a prompt in here describing what you want the video to do, and it will do it. So there's a lot of ways you can approach this. Okay, ooh, this will be pretty. Let's play with these rainforest pictures. Lots and lots of love from India. Hey, thank you so much. Love to you right back. Much appreciated. So let's pop these guys in. This should be really quite nice. And I really like these eyeballs. First, I'm going to save this as watercolor eyes because I do want to come back to this watercolor thing later on and play with it. But for now, we're just going to play with the rainforest premise. Paste a few of these in. And I used Midjourney to make these, in case you were wondering. And lastly, we have this one right here. Plug them right into where they belong. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. And lastly, we're going to describe it. A serene journey through a tropical rainforest. And again, this text prompt here is not required, but it can help the AI get to where you want it to get just a little more accurately if you provide it with some guidance. Otherwise, the images should work just fine. Any big projects like a short movie or series? No, I don't. That sure would be cool though, right? If I was working on something like that. What a great opportunity that could be. But no, just right now I work with clients on the side and kind of just do my own thing. Yeah, Instagram kind of consumes my life at this point because I'm so focused on growing it. Yeah, this will be pretty. I'm excited to see what this ends up looking like. It'll probably look like something at the top of your screen right now where I've placed one of my old videos. Ooh. Oh, dude. Oh, wow, that's so cool. It like starts out, oh wow, that's sick. It starts out realistic and it like turns into a painting. It's so cool. I want to upscale it, but it might take too long for you guys. That's so cool. I'm just going to upscale it because I can't resist. I'm actually going to do 512 by 512. And do I want to re-roll it though? Yeah, I guess I have to. Let's do a slightly bigger version. That is really cool. I am super pleased with that. So now we're doing another version, which should take a couple minutes, but while that's rendering, let's enjoy our the results of the last one. When did I start using the software? I started using this specifically back in like February of this year. So it's just been a few months, but I've taken it really seriously. And I use it pretty much every day. And I'm just always toiling away on something in here. Sometimes I'll watch more tutorial videos online or just what people are doing on Discord. There's some good Discord channels about this stuff, which I frequent. But really, it's just a labor of love, and it's a matter of using it every single day until you're comfortable with comfy. Esmo, thank you so much. Very nice of you. Thank you, Loneliness. Very, very nice of you as well. And on this guy, we have about a minute left before the magic presents itself. I'm also going to interpolate it. So let's wake these nodes up right here that are currently asleep. And what this is going to do is take our initial version that's only 12 frames per second, and it's going to intelligently bump it up to 60 frames a second through a process known as frame interpolation, a process whereby frames are basically invented or created to fill in the gaps between the other frames, and by doing so, you can essentially bump the frame rate up of a video and make it look a lot smoother than it already looks. And it's just going to be a lot more fun to look at, a lot more buttery, a lot more to take in. So, thanks, Dylan. Very much appreciated. It's Yogi says hello. Hello right back to you. Looking good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, again, I love how it goes from realistic rainforest to painted and, ooh. Okay. Ooh. Dang. So now we basically have the same thing, although it's been upscaled. And boy, is that a sight for sore eyes. Dude, that's so sick. I love the transition between realistic and painting. I could just look at that forever. Do I have an Insta channel so I don't miss your live streams? Well, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, my YouTube channel is automatically backing these up, because I'm simulcasting over there as well right now, as you can see right here. But if you go over to YouTube/AI is cursed, as you see right here, you should see a tab called Live, and you tap Live and you should be able to find some of my previous streams. So that's probably the best place to find my archived lives at this point, until a better location emerges. Look at that, my friends. Look how buttery smooth it is. Thanks, Sunil. Much love to you as well. Does it go above 60 frames, and would it be noticeable? I would say pretty much it would not be noticeable, but you can go above 60 frames. It will not limit you in that way, but I would be careful. The more that you interpolate, Comfy can start unraveling very quickly. Or not unraveling, just kind of giving you an issue and stopping you. But to achieve this right here, the smoother version, as you can see left and right, it's quite a bit smoother. I basically took the 12 frame per second version and I 5x'd it, because 12 times 5 is 60. And that was performed down here in the Film VFI node, which is a pretty industry standard frame interpolation model. It's honestly one of the best that I've found. And in this field right down here called multiplier, you denote the amount of times you want to multiply it. So if you have a 12 frame video, 12 frame per second, and you want it to go up to 60 frames, then you would type a 5 here, because 12 times 5 is 60. And just by that same line of logic, to answer your question, you could theoretically go beyond 5. You could do 6, 7, 8. 12 times 6 is what, 72? So if you were to do 6 and rerun it, it would create a 72 frame per second video for you. And that's just how that goes. Gotta love math. Buttery is the word, indeed, yes. Ooh, there's like a weird... Oh, it's the video behind it. So, folks, I think I'll probably park it here. Do I want to go for the hour? We've got 15 minutes until we hit the hour. I think maybe I'll indulge the hour. Ah, looks like I got a comment on YouTube and I didn't respond. I'm sorry. Rex031 says, I'm a fan. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you're a fan. Glad to hear that. Lakeisha699 says, what you doing? Yeah, so not too much activity on YouTube just yet. but that is because the channel is young and it is not nearly as developed as my Instagram, but it will be. Do you need a hefty PC for this? You don't need it, but I would highly recommend it. I would highly recommend not skimping on the details. If you want to take this seriously, if you want to make a business out of this, then definitely that's where your main investment is going to come from. Especially because all of the software is pretty much free. It's all open source, which means you can just download it freely, and it's community driven, community maintained. Now, I don't just use open source tools. I use things like Midjourney, which do have a subscription model. But, you know, like I showed earlier, you don't need Midjourney. You can make images yourself in Comfy, like I'm doing right here. And this is a great alternative to Midjourney. But yes, largely the biggest part of your investment will be the PC. Hello from Denmark. Hey, how's it going? I didn't get the idea behind your videos. Can you please explain it? What part of it would you like me to explain? I think I might have missed. The idea behind your videos. Are you saying like the inspiration for them, or kind of like how they're built precisely? So much talent, man. God bless. Oh, dude, thank you. I'm really, really humbled to hear that. Have a great night. You guys are awesome. Much love. I'm going to take this. Actually, I'm going to take the realistic one that we made. I'm going to make 3 more variations from it, so that our next video is just all realistic rainforest. As much as I love it morphing from realistic to painting, which I will save, by the way, so that I can return to later. Rainforest animation. We're going to try and just play with the realistic stuff this time around. Hello from... Oh, hello. How's it going? Nice to meet you. Let's see. Watching from the Philippines. No kidding. How's it going? Okay, yes, these will do nicely. These will do just nicely. Man, Comfy UI, Stable Diffusion, it's so much fun, you guys. It's so therapeutic. I just can't say enough good things about it. When it's working, that is. Nothing's perfect, and it does have its issues. Crashes from time to time, but boy, when it's working, what a joy it is to play around inside of Comfy UI. Yeah, the inspiration, the reason, they're always endless. Well, for one thing, I really like eternally looping animations, and so does Instagram. Social media seems to really prefer those these days, and for obvious reason. You know, it retains views, it has people watching your video multiple times over, which therefore means they're on the platform longer. It's just an all-around better approach to take for videos if you're going to be posting on social. And it just looks really nice. But, you know, as far as like the weird stuff I make, like this right here, I just really like macabre elements, you know, dark themes and decay and that whole side of existence. I'm just very drawn to it. It's very therapeutic for me. I don't know why, but it just is. And it's kind of like before I got into any of this, back when I was drawing a lot, because I'm an artist and I've been drawing my whole life, I would draw a lot of weird stuff like this. So this largely matches kind of my aesthetic. What VAE models are you used? For this, I believe it's a baked-in VAE model. No, that's not right. Not for this. So it depends on the workflow, but for this workflow, I'm using a pretty common one. VAE. I'm not even going to try saying it all, but you probably will recognize this one if you've used Animate Diff at all. It's a pretty common one. 840,000, whatever. Okay. This should be fun. I'm looking forward to this one. Boy. Sleepy. This one's so cool. All right, let's take a look. Very, very nice. Very serene, very pretty. And I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Bro, what time is it here? It is 12:26 in the morning, midnight. And I am very sleepy. But I wanted to play around on live a bit tonight. I wanted to play with OBS. Been setting up a new setup for my streams. Just wanted to see how it would run, so kind of an impromptu stream tonight, but typically you'll find me here on Instagram streaming anywhere from 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific time. Middle of the day, basically. Yes, sir. That is exquisite. What do you guys think? Can't wait for the course I have to get. Alright, well, don't work too hard. Or do, if you like what you do. But, take it easy, Rick. Talk to you later. Cool. Cool, you guys. What else should we make while we have the time? I just kind of like making it to an hour, you know? It's a kind of nice, even number to round it off at. I don't have to stream for an hour. I just choose to. Oh, in India, 12:57. Yeah, it's like noontime in India. Let me dig through my ever-growing folder of referential images, which I've collected along the way on my journey. What if I play with this one? This could be kind of fun. Total tonal whiplash here. It's kind of like a caged eyeball situation. And let's get real creative, you guys. Let's play with the video input as opposed to this circular one, which is a little standard, a little generic. Let's do something more fun. Let's do... How about this one? Yes, I think this will do just fine. Change up the control net to line art, bump it up to 90, end at 5, and boy, will that be weird. Let's give it a shot. Oh, let's also prompt it. Let's prompt it. An intense journey through an endless prison of fleshy eyeballs. Abso-frickin-lutely. Let's see what it does. Yeah, the rainforest one, I'm very tempted to post it. I'm probably going to post, well, I'll save this. I kind of need to replicate kind of lost some of the settings here, but I can probably recreate the rainforest. I will for sure, though, be posting that rainforest to the painting one that we made like 10 minutes ago. That was really sick. So keep an eye out for that one. Exactly a 12-hour difference. Yes, definitely. Okay. So we've got about a minute and a half left for this one. What's the longest video before looping? That's a great question. The longest that I'm typically able to stretch it before it has to loop and start over. Probably around 10 to 12 seconds. Beyond that, you're kind of pushing it. But to get it even further than that, what you can do is you can basically slow videos down. Like, for example, this rainforest one right here would be an excellent example where slowing it down would really help it. Like it wouldn't detract from the effect, it would actually enhance it. So you can squeeze a little more length out of the videos by slowing them down using interpolation. And Topaz AI, if you have that installed, has an excellent interpolation model called Aeon, A-I-O-N, which specializes in slowing things down really slow. It actually goes all the way down to 16x slow-mo, which is just insane. But I'll typically do like 2 to 4x slow-mo, and that does just good for me. I watch your vids where you share my thoughts, bro. I share your thought. Are you saying that you can relate to my videos as far as the theme? That's cool. You know your videos on my... Is it on your lock screen? Right on. That's awesome. Oh, wow. This is weird, you guys. Look at this. It's so cool. Dude. It's like you never know what you're gonna get sometimes. And this is one of those times. There's just so much going on, you know? Every time it loops, you notice something new. That's what's so great about these. Ionita, thank you very much. Let's see what the interpolated version looks like. Yes, indeed. That is so cool. Very, very cool. You change your lock screen then when you post new reel? Right on. I'd love to hear it. I wish that my phone did animated wallpapers, but I have an iPhone, so it's not really possible, I don't think. Thanks, Daniel. Yeah, isn't this sick? This is crazy. I was not expecting these results. I was expecting something weird, but this has a lot of potential. Let's try a different model. That should be fun. And then we got to wrap up in a couple minutes here. Yeah, about 2 minutes away from the hour. Let's close it off by trying a different model, just for fun. And I have one called Epic Photogasm, which is like really agonizingly detailed usually. Like it's picture, like as far as the style that this model like uses, picture like, well, I guess you're about to see it, but just a really detailed item with like really bright light shining on it to like reveal the imperfections. This is kind of what the model is quite good at. So let's see if it benefits us here. Okay, let's go. So once it finishes, it's going to be the one on the right. The one on the right. Same with down here. And yeah. Make something from a French bulldog. Yeah, absolutely. I can play with that concept. I love French bulldogs. Probably not tonight, because I'm going to be wrapping up after this one, but if you can remind me to do that on the next stream, which will probably be, well, maybe 12 hours or so from now, because I stream at noon. If you can bring the idea back to me and remind me, I'll try and do it. So you can make a movie, the angle is changing 2 to 15 seconds. You could make a movie, yes. I mean, just a series of, you know, different sequences, such as the ones that you're seeing here. Could certainly pull that off. Do you have any car? I do have a car, yes. It is a Nissan. Greatest edit ever. Yeah, isn't this crazy? Yeah, so let's see what we get here. How much longer? We have a minute and a half until the video is finished. And I don't think it's going to be very different, not drastically, but different enough to where you can really compare the different models in real time and kind of what their capabilities are, what their differences are. David, thank you very much. That is probably the most flattering thing anyone can call me, really, an artist. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not a perfect life, but when you're an artist, you have no choice but to create. Otherwise, you will go crazy. Ask anyone. Absolutely crazy. But make single black dot eye. That would be interesting. Ever did a video game? No. I would love to get into game development, though. That would be fun. Okay, so it's complete, and it is very subtle, the differences, like I was mentioning. You can hardly perceive it, but to the trained eye, you will notice the one on the right is quite a bit pinker, or a little more orange even. And yeah, the only real difference is really the color scheme. It's more orangish than the one on the left. I don't see any other differences, but it's a fun comparison nonetheless. I also noticed one of the eyes on the right, like on the right side of the video. Yeah, so this eye over here is not so much an eyeball as it is, I don't know, something else entirely. There's a few subtle differences here and there. Overall, I think I prefer the realism by Stable Yogi because I use it all the time, and so I will continue to do so. But it's fun to play around. Oh, it's the first letter of your name, Nasir. Nice. Very cool. It's nice to meet you, Nasir. If you had multiple images of different angles of an object, would it create a cool 3D... It wouldn't... I wouldn't say it would be a perfect 360 morphing loop, but it would be interesting, and it would do its best to morph between the sequences in an aesthetically pleasing way, but it will probably be pretty abstract still. At least with my technique, the results achieved are usually pretty abstract, and that's just kind of the understanding going in. If you want like a more like reliable transition from one sequence to another, I think the best place I could point you to right now is a platform called Luma AI, lumalabs.ai. It's their new Dream Machine model, and what it allows for is interpolation between two images. So you can actually animate, you can do a before and after image 1 and image 2, and it will smartly transition from one to the other using AI. But as far as what I do right here, it will be a little more abstract, honestly. I'm getting tired, as you can tell. Let's see. Right one looks more fleshy. Yes, agreed. There's a bit more fleshy elements going on there. Please make something French Bulldog. You really want that French Bulldog, don't you? Alright. Alright, let me really quickly though. Then I definitely have to go to bed, you guys. I will do the French Bulldog for you. Let's just find one off of the Midjourney database so I don't have to create it myself. Too tired to. French Bulldog. Oh, these are so cute. Let's do a few of them. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Actually, let's go to like an action shot. Yeah, there we go. Number 1, number 2. Number 3. And then finally number 4. That's pretty cute. Okay. A cute French bulldog running through the fields. Let her rip. Let's see what we get. Oops, I don't want the control nut to be that high. Okay, we're gonna use our circular video. And let's see what we get. Nice to meet you, bro. Nice to meet you too. Very nice to meet you, Messin. Christopher Antonio Brain. Hi, bro. Hey, how's it going? So this for sure will be the last video of the night, you guys. I gotta wrap it up soon. I am getting sleepy. But I do want to do this French Bulldog thing really quickly. Very, very cute. And let's see what we get. Hello, Divyash. How are you? Con, I am from California. Where are you from? Good, good. I'm doing well too. What computer specs can handle the rendering process? A pretty wide variety. You don't need my setup necessarily, but for rendering times, it can definitely help. I have an NVIDIA 4090, about 64 gigs of memory, and a Core i9 Intel processor. You certainly don't need that much power. You can probably get by with a 30 series NVIDIA. Really, you just need a card with a minimum of 8 gigs of VRAM, I think is the bare minimum, to really get started with this kind of stuff, especially for the video stuff. What time is it here now? It is midnight. It's almost 1 in the morning. See you later, Nassim. Take care. Your art makes my phobia gone. Oh, it makes the phobia gone, does it? That's a very interesting comment. Thank you for sharing that. And we have our, my gosh, we have our Frenchie here. This is crazy. What in the world? That's so funny. Well, the face is pretty accurate. Like, pretty stable face. You know what? I know I said I'd go to bed, but this is the problem with Comfy, you guys. You see something and then you want to change it ever so slightly because you get a new idea. I'm going to take the same image, paste it in 4 times, this guy right here. I just want to do the same one 4 times in a row. I want to see if I can get it to accurately do a nice running cycle towards the camera. A cute French Bulldog running through the fields, running towards the camera. I'm very curious if it will cooperate. So let's see what this looks like. Can I send you money? I'm afraid that I can't. I'm sorry. This is Midjourney. These images are from Midjourney, yes. I just grabbed these really quickly off of the public database of Midjourney images, so I didn't necessarily prompt it, but that's because I'm kind of just making these on the fly tonight, and I'm quite tired. One of the cutest videos, so awesome. Yeah, it's cute, isn't it? It's super cute. Hopefully it's about to be even cuter though, because I am trying to specifically make the dog running towards the camera instead of just like kind of floating around weirdly. Although it's still very cute to look at. Grandma 2 software tutorial right now. I'm not sure what you mean by grandma. Previously I had trypophobia, but you can create beautiful structures. Oh, that's so interesting what you just shared now about trypophobia, because definitely, yes, my work plays off of the whole trypophobia theme and fear and whatnot. I guess I don't personally have that fear because I'm rather drawn to it aesthetically, But it's so interesting to hear that it's actually having a therapeutic effect on you. Thank you for sharing that. Not your grammar bro, KK. Welcome to India. Hello from Germany. Hey, how's it going? Sorry, bro. I don't know what Grandma 2 means. What is my inspiration? Just like the general like pain and suffering that comes from being a human being, and you know, the suffering that we all deal with but don't really talk about much. Oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. It's almost there. It's got like weird feet in the background for a minute. If it didn't have those weird feet coming out of its behind, then it would be so much cooler, but it's still really cool. It's really cute. I'm from Indonesia and I like your work. Oh, thank you so much. Grandma 2, programming, lightning design. I'm not sure what you are getting at with that. I haven't heard of lightning design. Your work's amazing. Even my wife, who is trypophobic, can't. Nice. Well, hey, I'm glad that I'm penetrating this fear that people have of that look. That's very, very interesting. Thank you for sharing. Oh, look at the little guy with the slightly deformed legs in the back. But we're not making fun of him. We love him all the same. Very, very cute. Wasn't the best experience. Oh, I apologize. I know my work can be a little, geez, I don't know. Choose the right word for it, but it's definitely not your average stuff. Anyhow, my friends, I'm definitely going to wrap it here. I am nodding off to sleep in real time. But I have loved having you. I've loved answering your questions, and I will continue to do so the next time I'm on. Are you from the US? Yeah, I am in the US. Alright, guys, so take it easy. I will speak with you later and have a great night or day, wherever you're at. Take care.